DK Drama, Birdgang Sports. Let's get it. DK Drama, Birdgang Sports. You already know what we're about to do, man. Let's just get right into it, man. First things first, we're gonna bring it right back to first things first, cause I'm actually liking what they saying about us. You know what I'm saying? I can't really complain about what I'm hearing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I got another video and I want to watch that with y'all. But first, let's just talk about no. I got an exclusive video on my guy Darren Sproles, man. Punt returning. And I seen this on Jalen Mills' Twitter page. And it's real dope. Like, his first step off the ball, man. Like, you know he's small, he's stout, but he quick and agile. His first step off the ball. Y'all just check this quick clip out, and we'll come back right back. All right, man. Doug Peterson, he describing this year as a great opportunity for Carson because of all the weapons that we provided for him this season. And I mean, as we know, we pretty much stacked. So Doug Peterson describing this season as a great opportunity for Carson Wentz because of all the weapons that we got and the depth we got on offense and defense. And Pro Football Focus just ranked our offense as the #1 offensive line in the league. So that's another thumbs up for us. That's another notch under our belt. And on the defensive side of the ball, I know for sure that our defensive line is in the top 5 right now. You can bet your bottom dollar. You can come back to this video or remind me. And I'm saying that I told my brother-in-law that we was gonna have the highest scoring offense this season. And I'm willing to bet any doubters out there. A little wager, small wager, nothing big, just something small. But other than that, I got this video, like I said, first things first, and the guy's talking real well about the team. And I just wanna watch that with y'all, so let's just do it, man.
He has to understand now that he's got the money, he's the franchise, he's the most important player on the team because he touches the ball every play. So he's going to have to make sure that he can be available. The best ability is availability. And really, with Nick Foles going down to Jacksonville, it's some fans that would think that he was better for the team in the big games. So he has to go and he has to.
Foles was.
That Foles was
Gotcha.
Because we always talk about playoff Rondo. We knew when Foles got in the playoffs, no matter what happened during the season, he was magical.
Yes.
And I think they recognize that the key is keeping Wentz healthy because of their draft pick, right? They went out and understand that Jason Peters, although great, Hall of Famer, no doubt, has struggled to stay healthy, and he's starting to break down. So what did they do with their first draft pick? They went and got Andre Dillard, who was a tremendous pass protector. And if Jason Peters stays healthy, they can easily slide him in the guard, and they understand that they're going to have to run the ball. I think last year losing Jay Ajayi really put too much pressure on their quarterback position, so they go out and they get Miles Sanders, who's a tremendous running back that they can run, and then they finally went out and got somebody that can stretch the football field, reuniting Philadelphia with Deshaun Jackson, who can stretch the field, which is taking some of the pressure out of Ertz and also Aguilar to kind of carry the load, which means that they're going to have a lot of weapons. It's a lot of pressure on them. I don't understand how they continue to make these deals. They may have the greatest GM out there. The fact that they're able to go get Malik Jackson and add to that after losing Haloti Ngata.
They paid Jordan Howard. They brought him in addition to drafting the running back you mentioned. Howard Roseman does a great job at cap machinations, and he does a great job of drafting not just for this year, but for the future. When you mentioned they move up in the draft to get Andre Dillard, that...
Pause. All right. Now, I do say that too because I see a lot of people in my comment sections and they be saying we're gonna be in cap hell. I think it was 2020 and stuff like that. And I seen it in other content creators too, like Laura Bronson. I seen people saying it there. But the thing is, like Howie Roseman is so sweet when it comes to the cap. Like I was trying to explain it to people. Like he basically wrote up these crazy number checks. Like Brandon Graham right now is on a 13-year deal with us. He's a 13-year deal. You see what I'm saying? But after 3 years, those contracts get voided. But that the cap space is stretched. You see what I'm saying? It's stretched. So I don't see where the cap hell is. And I think we did it, if I'm not mistaken, it was either 2 to 3 other players that we did this exact same thing where we just gave them like outrageous years. And it's supposed to be like for an outrageous amount of money. But after a certain amount of years, like the first 3 to 4 years, the whole contract gets voided. So it was like it was never there. So you can't be in cap hell then, because it's never there. But we keep it going.
I think their best case scenario is he doesn't start a single game at tackle this year. That Peters is healthy, that Peters is great. But they know they've got the right tackle of the now and the future in Lane Johnson. They go out and target a left tackle. But I think your point on the offensive weapons is important, because I don't think this Philly defense is going to be as dominant as it was in 2017 and at portions of 2018. And for Carson, it is going to be a lot about developing a rapport with D-Jack, because you've harped on it, Chris. He is such a unique, deadly weapon in this league still at his advanced age. You cannot single cover him if he's going deep. If you are, you're going to have to play 15 yards off him and then cut that into a slant and just get 8 yards every time. So what will that rapport be? Because it also allows Jeffrey and Aguilar to drop down a peg in the receiving rotation, which is probably more their speed.
You're starting to rub off on him, Chris. He's starting to make sense.
I think both of you guys make great points. In the NFL now, when you talk to offensive line coaches, offensive coordinators, there's a theory that the way to make the offensive line better, with there's so much emphasis on passing, is try to have 3 tackles inside your starting lineup. So one of your guards, if you can make him a tackle, and you're talking about with Andre Dillard, the kid from Washington State, if he's able, Peters can stay healthy, and you can move him to guard, you got a tackle, big guy, playing guard, so it's going to help out your pass protection, which you talked about, Nick, his expertise. Deshaun Jackson is one of the keys, too.
And that was key for us too, with Jason Peters going down, but us drafting Andre Dillard in the first round. And like he's saying right now, if Jason Peters does stay healthy, we can put him at a guard, you know. So it kind of works out hand in hand. Then drafting Andre Dillard in the first round, like, this guy gonna be a stud too. Like, he gonna be just like Peters. He got a whole bunch of vets. He got Jason Peters was an undrafted talent, being, you know, coming to Philadelphia, because those are the type of players that we like to draft anyway. We like to draft, you know, players with chips on their shoulder. We like to we like to grab players with chips on their shoulder, you know, because I believe, you know, when somebody is talented and they decline a little bit, and then they get benched or something, then we pick them up and give them the opportunity to really show what they can do. You know, they usually come out and y'all see the results with us. So, but yeah, let's keep it going.
What they're trying to do. I believe in institutional talent. They have that with Howie Roseman. They're putting all the pieces around Carson. I believe Carson's going to win a Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles, but Deshaun Jackson is going to open up that offense because he can stretch it. It makes Jeffrey a better possession receiver. It makes Aguilar a better slot receiver. It makes Ertz can still do his thing there at the tight end. Their ability to be able to run the ball, it should be there better than it has been the last couple years. So they have all the pieces. I believe their defense, especially starting the season, will be a little more consistent like they were at the end of the season.
And it dictates coverage, right? Because when you have Deshaun Jackson, you know that he's going to get the double coverage. So now you got one-on-one for Alshon Jeffrey, who's a guy who can, run you off, but still he has that huge catch radius. But then now the huge matchup and the person that's going to benefit the most is Ertz, because now he's going to get a safety or a linebacker without any help, and
he's always been Wentz's favorite target.
Yeah,
sometimes to the detriment of others, he's targeted Wentz a disproportionate.
You only need Deshaun Jackson to catch maybe 60 balls, but we know what his capabilities are. He leads the league or NFL probably in history in touchdowns over 60 yards or greater. Yep. So when you have that threat, you're going to have the field wide open.
And we're not all just sitting here blowing steam for the Eagles offense. Doug Peterson actually said this is the best set of skill players he's had on offense since he's been a head coach in Philadelphia.
To me, there's no doubt. I think.
One quick question too. Being Deshaun Jackson is that number one guy in the NFL. Being that D-Jack is going to be spreading the field open, I do have a question for y'all. How many touchdowns do you think it's going to be from Carson Wentz to D-Jack this season? Let's be honest. Let me know for real how many touchdowns y'all think that's going to be, man. Because I do want to know that. Like, that was kind of in the back of my head. Like, I wonder how many touchdowns Carson going to throw to D-Jack. Carson and D-Jack touchdowns. I know I can kind of, we pretty much know everybody else, how everybody else going to be working with Ertz and Alshon. And even Aguilar, Dallas got it for sure. But how many touchdowns you think it's going to be from the combo Wentz to Jackson? Let me know.
Jordan Howard's the best running back they've ever had, and Deshaun Jackson is the most dangerous. I don't know if he's the best. He's the most dangerous wide receiver they've had. And I know offensive line talk's not always the most sexy or most interesting on television, but the reason it's so critically important to this team, it's important to every team. But what is the one real concern with Carson Wentz? Health.
Right.
And so, and by the way, he was sacked 5% of the time his rookie year, 6% of the time his second year, 7% of the time last year. So that's been ticking in the wrong direction. And so you want to get that back the other way, because if he's healthy, we know how talented
Well, it's
he
about
is.
his off-schedule plays. He gets hurt being reckless on the football field. He has to understand how important he is. He can't be scrambling and trying to stem plays. It's better for him just to learn to throw the ball away and live to fight another day.
Because Nate Sudfeld is not Nick Foles at all.
You don't want Nate Sudfeld walking through that door.
No. Bart, stick around. Carson Wentz some love this offseason with a 4-year extension with $107 million guaranteed. His head coach, Doug Peterson, said he sees this season as a great opportunity for Wentz, and he was highly complimentary of his quarterback. Remember, Wentz coming off back-to-back seasons cut short by injury. Bart, how hard will it be for Wentz to return to his 2017 Pro Bowl form?
That's pretty much where I want to stop with this video, man. And with that last question, I don't think it's going to be hard at all. Like I was saying, he tore his ACL in 2017, which, I don't think that makes him injury prone. I think any quarterback that would have ran that same exact play and dove into the end zone and got hit on both sides of his knee with the helmet, I think anybody would have tore their ACL. But and then last season, it was the back issue. Like I said, and previously, it was the back issue, but the ACL was still healing. They took him out, and so basically his ACLs has been healing for the past 2 years. I don't think he's facing nothing coming into this season right here. I think that he really gonna show a lot of the doubters what's up. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know how you feel about these guys, because man, lately they've been leaning real on the positive side for the Eagles. And I don't think, because I know these guys is really, I know their history with the Eagles and stuff like that. And I know that sometimes they can be a little hard on the board. So I think being realistic, man, I think everybody kind of know what's up. And like they said, like Nick Wright just said, the only thing with Carson Wentz is the injury problem. And nobody can say anything else, man. They just put out that it's only 2 quarterbacks in NFL history to throw over 70-plus touchdowns and less than 30 interceptions in their first 3 seasons in NFL history. One is Russell Wilson. The other is Carson Wentz. Shout out to Lord Bronson, because he posted that on his community feed. And matter of fact, I'll put that up here too. I'll put it up here at the end of the video. But y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Like, man, it's game time, man. Like, tomorrow is Monday, and the guys are returning back to the NovaCare complex. So it's game time. So let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, like, and share it. This is your boy DK Drama, Birdgang Sports, and we out.